I think Councillor Tromans is about to join us. Hello. Right. Just announcements. Item 1. The meeting is being live streamed and recorded for future publication on the council's website. Can I please ask you that you turn your mobile phones off or to silent for the duration of the meeting? Item 2, apologies, none received. I don't think we need any. Thank you very much. Item 3, minutes. To approve the minutes of the meeting held on the 1st of July. Has anyone any problems with the minutes? If no hands go up, I'll assume I can sign them as a true and correct record. Okay, I'll do that then. Declarations of interest. Members to declare any interest not included in the schedule attached to the notice of the meeting. Has anyone any additional items of interest? No? Okay, we can move on then to speakers. We've no speakers today, so we move lightly over that to item 6, which is the local plan update. There's a report to be presented by Adam James. Adam?
Thank you, Chair. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay.
Presented by Adam James. Adam, check it out.
This report provides a local plan progress update since the last local plan committee meeting in July. As per the recommendation approved at the last meeting, officers have updated the local development scheme, which sets the work programme and timetable for the borough plan review and other development plan documents. Cabinet approved the updated local development scheme on the 9th of September, and it will now be considered for adoption at the reconvened full council meeting on the 5th of October. Appendix A of the report summarises the milestones and timescales proposed in the updated local development scheme. The milestones and timescales reflect the formal stages for plan review and plan production set out in legislation and government guidance. It can be seen that a borough plan review issues and options consultation is scheduled for May 2021. This is to give sufficient time to update the housing needs assessment work and other vital evidence to inform the preparation of the issues and options consultation document. We will be covering the policies and evidence analysis under item 7 of the agenda. A publication consultation is then scheduled for January 2022, submission to the Secretary of State in July 2022, and adoption anticipated in February 2023 following independent examination by a government planning inspector. In terms of the other development plan documents, the Town Centre's Area Action Plan would be consulted on imminently as it is subject to approval of the local development scheme. The Gypsy and Traveller site allocations document is proposed to be consulted on next year as the needs assessment requires updating as part of the evidence. That tender brief will be progressed once the other authorities have confirmed whether they wish to be part of the study. As referenced at the last meeting, the Council is also progressing its community infrastructure levy charging schedule. The levy would generate additional income from new developments to go towards infrastructure provision, and again, consultation on that is due to take place imminently, as again it is subject to approval of the local development scheme. Officers are also progressing a number of supplementary planning documents, including open space and green infrastructure, health impact assessment, transport, which includes car parking standards, and heritage and conservation SPDs. Timescales for the production of those documents are also provided in Appendix A. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Adam. Are there any questions for Adam before we move on to members who wish to speak? No? Okay. There are recommendations here, and they are that the committee note the contents of the report and that the committee endorses the work programme associated with the proposed local development scheme. I will move that if you wish and invite someone to second the recommendations. Councillor Tandy.
Seconded.
Question now, members wish to speak on the issue before we move to a vote. Any members wish to speak? Thank you very much. We can move to the vote, I think. Is that no? Okay, we can move to the vote. Philip, are you ready to take the vote? Or can I take it to be unanimous, I suppose?
I was going to say, Chair, if there's no dissension, if no member indicates that they wish a formal vote to be taken, you can take it by assent. Otherwise, I can do a roll call if members would like that.
Yeah. There doesn't seem to be any wish for that. We can move on to agenda item 7. Thank you. Agenda item 7, policy and evidence-based analysis, presented by Adam James. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Chair. This report provides an overview of the borough plan policies that are considered to need updating as part of the plan review process. The report also considers the evidence-based documents that require updating. Appendix A of the report provides the full list of policies and identifies those that need updating, together with supporting justification. In most cases, the policies require updating to reflect the latest legislation or government policy guidance as set out in the 2019 National Planning Policy Framework and associated National Planning Practice Guidance. Linking to the policies to be updated, Appendix B provides the full list of evidence documents supporting the borough plan. Whilst all are likely to require updating, albeit to varying degrees, a prioritisation process has been undertaken. Those highlighted in red and marked as high priority will need to be updated within the next 6 months or so, as they are considered necessary to inform the issues and options consultation document. You will see that this includes the Housing and Economic Development Needs Assessment and the Gypsy and Traveller Accommodation Assessment. That information will then pave the way for other pieces of evidence. For those documents marked as medium and low priority, those are considered less pressing and can feasibly be updated beyond the 6-month period, but prior to publication. As per section 2.2 of the report, it is therefore recommended that members agree to the programme of work proposed. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Adam. Any questions for Adam from members of the committee? No? Does anyone wish to speak? No? In the absence of anyone wishing to speak, I would take it that the recommendations as in the agenda are approved. Thank you very much. Is that correct, Philip? Yes, I'll take that as a yes.
Yes, Chair. I think Councillor Tandy seconded, so yes, if there's no dissension, you can take it as approved.
Thank you, Councillor Tandy. We go on to agenda item 8, consultation on planning for the future, white paper and changes to the current planning system consultation. Yes, I think I've quite got the tensing wrong there, but you know what I mean. The report is presented by Phil Leiter. Phil.
Thank you, Chair. Item 8. In August this year, the government launched 2 consultations in which significant changes to the planning system were proposed. Both responses to these consultations are due next month, and it is important that the Council responds to these. Therefore, the report recommends that those responses are delegated to the Head of Planning in consultation with the Planning, Development and Health Portfolio Holder. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Any questions from members? You're going to break your duck? No? Okay.
Chair,
yes. Thank you.
Am I all right to speak?
Who's speaking? Claire, yes.
Yeah. The changes to the planning system are going to be fairly comprehensive. and I just wondered if there was going to be any plain English, to put it mildly, presentation to councillors and other people who may wish to add any view to the consultation going back. I know we've done one at county and it was actually quite successful, and there was lots of engagement and people have been able to respond, and actually it added quite a lot of value, and I just wondered if there was going to be any sort of open floor feedback efforts from this council as well.
Thank you. I have had some discussions with our head of planning, and there is a fairly useful update and presentation coming from London, the Westminster Forum, and I've asked if someone from the department could attend that. It's digital, online, as you'd expect, but the fees are rather whopping if you were going as an individual. So upon someone attending, and that is on the 6th of October, following that, and before we send in the response to the consultation, we are looking to arrange an opportunity for members to take a presentation from the planning department, and if possible, the live recording from that day. It's about 6 hours. You'd probably have to be quite selective about what you chose to watch, but you're quite right. It's an opportunity for a member of the planning department to do a plain English presentation to give us all the opportunity before the response to the recommendations is sent in, and we're hoping to fix that up at a convenient time for most. So yes, the answer is yes, we will try to fit something in between now and the closing date for the consultation.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Well, if there are no other speakers, can I suggest that we approve the recommendations that the responses to planning in the future white paper and changes to the current system consultation be delegated to the head of planning in consultation with the planning, development and health portfolio holder. Is that seconded? June's waving her hand, so I take that Councillor Tandy has seconded that. And if there are no further speakers, we could take that as approved. NEMCOM, is it, or something like that, Philip? Without opposition. So that being the case, we move on to any other business. I have no any other business. This is for our IT team. Please stop the live recording.